What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 81 of The Road to Glory, here with FC United of Manchester. As I record this, it's Friday morning, it's almost 2 in the morning, I don't care. I finish uni now for the year. This is kind of the first thing I've done since I've been unwinding. Honestly, like, the last 4 weeks of uni have been really busy. A lot of the videos you've been seeing have been stockpiled, or have been videos I've been doing between all my uni work. But this last week, I've been in uni like 9 in the morning till 10 at night, and like, I've literally just slept for 24 hours. Like, I've never ever done that before, but I've woken up, my sleeping pattern's completely screwed. What more is there to do than play FM? Just a quick thing before I start. There's a live stream going on today at midday. If you're watching this after midday on the Friday or Saturday morning, go check it out. There's a link down in the description. It's being run by Rick or Total Team Talk V2. There's 5 stars HD. The thing means win. I won't be in the stream, but I might just be hanging out in the chat for bits and pieces here and there. But honestly, the 24-hour live stream there, raising money for Help for Heroes. And as I've said, there'll be a download link as well as the link to the stream. If you could go and check that out, guys, it'd be really appreciated. Let them know that I sent you. And yeah, I can't stress how awesome it would be for you guys to go and show them some support. They're doing a 24-hour network game, so please, if you're free at any point through Friday till Saturday at midday, go check it out. It's going to be a really good event, and go show your support to the lads, because it's an amazing thing that they're doing for charity. Anyway, today, if you've looked on screen, you'll see that we have the easiest game probably ever against Barcelona, but before then, you can see the league table and stuff. What is happening? Top of the league? Well, yeah, we are, lads. Let's get straight into this. Okay, so last episode was the Dortmund games. And a quick apology, I guess, and thank you for the fact that some of you guys pointed out the fact that I screwed up on the homegrown players thing, because I could have removed a man from my squad in order to not have to meet the restrictions and stuff imposed. Just proof that I don't know everything about FM. I'm not perfect, and that's one of the great things about these videos. You guys learn stuff off me, and then occasionally one of you guys throws out a tip or just a bit of FM knowledge that, for whatever reason, I've been completely in the dark about. But anyway, quick thank you for that. It really is appreciated that you guys pointed that out. We've got Barca today, but looking at the games that we have had, we have had a tough set of fixtures, really, but we've come through them well. I mean, admittedly, we've still got the likes of Man City, Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool to play. Teams that were yet to play. The teams that are kind of, you have to beat them if you want to be winning the league. So although we are top of the league, when you look at these results, these are the kind of mid-table and, I guess, the games that you'd expect us to win. So it's good to see us winning them, but at the same time, we can't really kind of let our ego get to our heads just yet. We're not the best team in the league. Anyway, the first game of this sequence was against Leicester. 2-0 win with Xavi and João Jose with the goals. Fairly 50-50 game, but we were just more clinical on the day. We followed this up with a 2-1 win at Cardiff City. Amazing comeback by the guys here. We were 1-0 down and a man down at half time. Sent the lads out. Barbosa grabbed a goal just 10 seconds into the second half, and from then we bossed the game, and Dzeko converted our second goal of the game, the one that got us the 2-1 win. Looking at the stats, we were in control of this. Cardiff got their one chance right at the start of the game. They took it, and from them we had to chase, and we did chase, but we did a good job coming back from behind to secure that important win. On the back of that really good win, we had a game against Galatasaray. We were playing them at home. As you can see, Shane Barney and Barbosa grabbing the goals for us. 3-1 win. They grabbed their goal right at the end of the game, so I don't know. It would have been nice to keep the clean sheet and get the 3-0 first 3 points on the board and win 3-0 in the first game. As it is, 3-1 is an absolutely amazing result. That was, in fact, the first ever Champions League group kind of game by the team. Superb result. Shane Barney picking up the man of the match as well, which was nice to see. Following this, we got a 3-2 win at Stoke. Stoke have been a mid-table team in the league for a little while now. Looking at the stats, it was a really close game, this. We were a little bit fortunate and perhaps we got away with it, but we did grind out the result away from home. Big win, big points on the board. Courtois getting the man of the match, which was good to see. We then had a home game in the League Cup third round, 3-0 win, very convincing over Reading, really bossed them around. You may remember Adani, the former player of ours, who's a German international now. He was playing for them, showed up, really didn't play that well for them. Looking at him, he's definitely not worth the £6.5 million they paid for him. So good bit of business for us to get rid of him. And 3-0 win. We're still in the League Cup. We're still in the kind of a cup run. And this year I really want to be winning some silverware. I don't care if that's in the League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League or League. I just feel as if this year is our 4th year in the Premier League and we should be winning silverware now. We should be challenging for cup finals, you know? Anyway, moving back on swiftly into the league, we followed up the League Cup success with a 2-0 win at home to QPR. Convincing result, 33 shots. That might be the most I've seen in a game, like in terms of total shots. That's a hell of a lot of shots to have at a team. 13 on target. I guess the only real surprise would be the fact it was only 2-0, but gotta give the lads compliments there. That shows how far we've come as a team. The fact that we can go to a club like QPR, and I mean QPR in our league, they're a mid-table side. They've never gone down. Last year they had their lowest finish for a while, finishing 11th, but to beat them in the manner that we did was superb. And on the back of this, we took that great form to Juventus and we grinded out a 0-0 draw in Turin. Great result. Looking at the stats, we probably had the better of the game. As it was, I was content to come away with the point, and that leaves us in our Champions League group stage in a very good position going into today's game against Barcelona. As you can see, all the teams have played 2 points. We are top of the league, and a win against Barcelona today would give us a 4-point cushion. I'm not really expecting us to beat Barcelona, but we are at home. You never know. We've proved our worth so far this season. I mean, if you look at our form, you can't argue with it. We're winning games and we're not losing, which is the main thing. Anywho, back onto the Premier League for the last 2 games. We won 3-2 at home against Fulham. We came back from 2-0 down at half-time with 10 men to win 3-2. Dzeko playing a big role in this and Garfield Thompson getting us the winner. Dzeko so far this season, the left kind of sided Brazilian player. If you missed last episode, basically he's like a reincarnated Robinho in the form of a regen. Right-footed player, cuts inside, causes teams a hell of a lot of trouble, and he has bedded himself so well into the squad so far this year. He really has kind of been a standout player, and it's got to be said he's performing. He's working his socks off. He's scoring the goals for us. He's been a great creative outlet. Over on that left-hand side, he has really bolstered our attacking threat. Him and Barbosa combined with kind of Shane Barney really bossing against other teams, and that's been kind of the main strength this year, has been our kind of strength up front. We've not kept as many clean sheets as I would like, but what we have done is we've come from behind on a number of occasions. Our discipline hasn't been the best. As you may have noticed, there's been a few sendings off, but despite that, we're still getting results, and that is the main thing. The teams who win tournaments, the teams who win leagues, are the teams who can go a man down, go a goal behind, and then still come out with the win. And that's the kind of result we got here against Fulham. So that was the first goal. Dzeko then grabbing a second, so a free kick and a penalty back to back. Dzeko has 20 free kick taken, so it's to be expected. But anyway, he played a big role as well in this goal here. Barbosa laying it off to Garfield Thompson, the Jamaican player. Great goal for him. He's been a good servant to the club. Last year he went on loan to FC20. I actually contemplated loaning out Garfield Thompson at the start of this year. However, I opted to keep him in the squad. And it's turned out to kind of work in our favour because we are suffering from a few injuries. Sergej Samper even, that you may remember him as kind of the Arteta-esque player. Great creative outlet in the centre. But he's out with a torn hamstring. So he's been out for 4 to 7 weeks, which is, he's been out for 3 months essentially, which has been not great, but it's allowed other players to step in to fill the roles. Barbosa's also out for a few weeks with a broken rib. But overall, the team is playing really well. If I just show you the performances, we've not kind of rotated the squad too heavily. I have very much relied on a very kind of solid core group of players. But those players are turning up, they're playing well, and I really can't kind of fault them. It reflects in our results just how well we have played as a team. Anyway, just one more Premier League game to cover, which was a 2-1 win at Everton. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Shane Barney. They got a goal back. Jordan Much got sent off. Looking at the kind of stats, we were in complete control. I must admit, it was a little bit nervy with kind of 20 minutes left. However, that sending off really gave us some breathing room and allowed us to see off the end of the game with ease. So anyway, just a quick look, I guess, at player stats. Looking at the goals tally, as you can see, Dzeko, as I mentioned, 13 appearances, 6 goals, 8 assists. He's been insane. I mean, he's not even got a cap for Brazil at any level, but since he's come to the club, he's been a revelation. He cost 26 million. He wasn't cheap, but he's already kind of repaying me back. And in 8 league games, 4 goals, 4 assists, average rating of 7.32 in the league and 7.45 in all competitions. I mean, that really gives you an idea of how good he's been. He's been insane. He really has. Next top goal scorer has been Shane Barney, a player who's been at the club a while. I've always talked about the fact that I probably will end up replacing him, and we have got, I guess, a player coming in who will potentially be filling the shoes of Shane Barney at Christmas, which is Reginaldo. Is it Reginaldo? Let me check, because he's a Brazilian. Yeah, Reginaldo here, who's kind of going to be the Shane Barney long-term replacement. He comes in at the start of January, but Shane Barney is certainly leaving me with something to think about. Certainly, I don't think I'll be selling him, put it that way. I mean, 6 goals in 4 games and 3 appearances off the bench. That speaks for itself. Barbosa as well has played well, 5 assists, 3 goals. Squad morale is fairly high all the way around. As I mentioned, Garfield Thompson has been playing really well. I mean, he's been insane. You can see his stats here. He's improved a lot this season. I rejected a few bids in the region of £10 million for him as well at the start of the month. Teams haven't come back since. I've kind of put a counter offer in, but no one's come in for him. This guy's been superb. Really been a coming of age this year so far. 7 starts, 3 appearances off the bench. He has the highest average performance in the squad, which is tied with Barney's, which really gives you an idea of how well he's been playing. Glenn Stewart also had a great start to the season, obviously the long-term servant of the club. Currently averaging a rating of 7.6 in all competitions and 7.78 in the league, which is superb to see. But anyway, we've got a tough game today. We are playing Barcelona, but before I can do anything, I need to sort out the squad because it's not been registered properly. Because, if you saw last episode, you'll know what the problem is. I advise, actually, if you missed last episode, go check it out because it was one of my kind of longer episode specials, and I don't know, I feel as if it's worth a watch. Anyway, looking at the bench with kind of players we're missing and the problems I had with registering the squad, you may notice we have no defenders on the bench, so we're going to have to hope we get a little bit lucky with not sustaining any injuries. But anyway, time to take a kind of a leap into the fire and hopefully get dragged through these fire and flames and come out the other side stronger for it against Barcelona. It's going to be a tough tie. They've got some great players. Of course, Barcelona are the reigning champions of this tournament. As you can see, morale in their camp is low. I think that's just through a combination of poor performances in the Champions League and in the league itself. So hopefully, kind of on the back of that, we can use that to kind of our benefit because we're going so well in the league. Confidence is sky high in the squad, and I'm really looking for players to play well for us today and make a difference. Go out there and have their moment to shine as we play, Barcelona in the Champions League. I mean, it still feels weird saying that. We defied all expectation last year by finishing 4th, and this year, I mean, we're top. And is that Alex Song going to be sent off after 22 minutes? It is. We've got a chance here, lads. We're at home. Looking at the stats, we've created all the chances. I don't know if Dzeko's going to make anything of this free kick, but we are in a very, very, very good position now. And I'd kind of be disappointed if we didn't get more from this game. Dzeko with the free kick. Keeper will save it, but nevertheless, great little start to the game. And now we really have to take the game to Barcelona. They have a very attacking shape. They've lost Alex Song, who's one of their kind of defensive players. And now we need to exploit that gap he's left in the midfield. Really going to be looking for Courtois to find that gap. They've got a chance here, however, and Serra grabs a goal for Barcelona. Their first shot of the game and their first chance, and it goes straight in. Disappointing to see that. Looking at the stats, Barcelona are in control of possession, and that may kind of largely attribute to, I guess, them grabbing that goal there. Kind of disappointing to see that, especially with them being a man down. Looks like they've kind of sacrificed perhaps one of their attacking threat players and filled in the gap in the centre that Alex Song sending off made. But wait a sec, Dzeko has just worked a moment of magic. That is why I paid £26 million for Dzeko on the left wing. You've just seen him run from kick-off all the way up the field, take on 5 or 6 men, and then thread it through to Shane Barney. I mean, wow, he's been superb. I can't tell you how good he's been. Shane Barney sliding through the keeper's legs there as he buried it. I don't even know how that happens. But we have got a chance here. Corner comes in. Pablo, bury it. It hits the post. Dzeko with the chance, and it does get cleared away. But great stuff, great pressure. And, I mean, looking at the stats, Barcelona one shot in an entire game. They can have the ball as long as they don't do anything with it. Dzeko currently putting in a man-of-the-match performance. That run was absolutely insane on that goal. I honestly, I can't tell you and kind of express how good he's been. He's superb. Like, he's superhuman. I still can't believe I managed to rope him in to kind of the whole FC United and Manchester project. Selling him the idea, getting him here. I mean, him, Barbosa and Reginaldo up front, those 3 Brazilians, when they're fit, you'll have Dzeko on the left, Barbosa on the right, and Reginaldo in the centre. They're Brazil's first choice strikers, and to have all 3 of them playing alongside each other, they're going to be able to work on a relationship, and they're all still so young that it leaves us in a very good position. But anyway, we have a problem here because I don't have any win back. However, I'm actually going to put Zorak on the left back here, and although he has no kind of familiarity with left back, he has attributes that kind of allow him to play anywhere on the wing. So we'll see how he gets on there. I kind of want to take the game to Barcelona now because, I don't know, I feel like we should really be throwing on another attacker of some kind. We're in a position now where we've not got a lot to lose. 15 minutes left. They're a man down. Let's just chuck some men forward, See if we can create something late on. I'm going to try and crowd out the centre here. I'm going to bring on Courtois. Just thinking of how to play Dzeko. We'll put him at left attacking mid and see how he gets on there. Go with something like this. Just totally reshaping the side, but I'm going to see how we get on with that kind of shape adjustment. Trying to throw some extra men up Courtois. I want him running in from deep at Barcelona's back four. Hopefully him and Dzeko doubling up on that left-hand side are going to kind of make a difference. And Garfield Thompson now sitting on the left-hand side of the midfield. Just means he's going to cover Zorak, who's playing left attacking mid that little bit more. Ball comes in. Ball finds its way, hits the post, and that is exactly what I want to see the players doing down the left-hand side. I want Dzeko. I want Courtois. I want them hassling the defence, running at them, and that's a great chance created, and hopefully we can do something more with 10 minutes left than hit the woodwork. But great signs of potential things to come. Ball comes in, Courtois there, keeper grabs it, but already our substitutes seem to be having an impact on the game. I mean, Barcelona are being restricted. They've had 3 shots on goal. Game ends though there. That's a little bit disappointing. 1-1. It's playing Barcelona at the end of the day. You can't argue with that. Well done, lads. You've proved a lot of people wrong out there by avoiding defeat. Looking at the stats, we've just absolutely dominated Barcelona, and fair enough, the result didn't go our way. But this is our first ever season in the Champions League, and to see us limiting Barcelona to 3 shots on goal, even with kind of 10 men, that's absolutely ridiculously good. Second half, we definitely performed better. We got hold of the ball a lot more, and it showed. Looking at the league table, it's ridiculously close. You'd have to say we perhaps at the halfway stage have the best position in terms of, we have the 5 points on the board. One more win should leave us in a very good position, and it really kind of puts pressure on other teams to go out and get results. Garfield Thompson got man of the match that last game, which is good to see. He's really been a rock at centre midfield. Even though he's a centre back, he just slots in anywhere, and he's going to provide solid cover. But that was a really good performance by him. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I think the next episode will be the next Barcelona game, which could be a very interesting one. And then maybe we'll follow it up with the Juve game not too long after. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you could give the video a like, as always, that really helps me out. If you've got any comments with regards to the save, questions, anything, leave it down below. Just a quick reminder that if you're watching this on the Friday or on Saturday, go check out the video. Go just visit the guys in the stream. Go show them go show them some support. There we go, get my words out. Hopefully I won't have to do too many videos like this at 2 AM. I think I'm going to go to bed and try and fix my sleeping pattern. But no guys, thank you for watching as always. It's me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.